everyone, it's the RC Genius. Today I have got another instructional video. I'm planning to do lots of instructional videos and do some fun stuff on this channel as much as possible. I would like to say that we are at 70 videos on this channel. That is a lot of videos, and I just want to thank every single person that has subscribed and supported this channel. And basically made it possible for me to upload 70 videos. And it just means so much, because if it weren't for you guys watching, I wouldn't have put up even 20 videos by now, I'm sure. Maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but you get my point. But today's video is about softening and tightening or stiffening your shocks. And this is something that's important. It's not as crucial as some other things are. It's, something that you can do along the way that's not necessary, but it's important to know how to do it. So what I have in front of me is I have my Traxxas monster truck, which is the Max D one I chose for this video. I've got so many that I just choose one and go with it. What I've got here is the Max D. And there are aluminum shocks on this truck. There's aluminum of a lot of things on this car. And these are Helion, I think they're big bore shocks, but they're Helion shocks, Helion brand, and they are full aluminum shocks. So the shock caps are aluminum, the main body of the shock is aluminum, the shaft is aluminum, everything's aluminum on here. The springs are red chrome Integy springs. They did not come with these shocks. I had them from something else. However, these springs were a little bit loose. In the front, they're actually a little bit tight. But in the rear, since there's more weight in the rear, they were a little bit loose. Or soft, I guess is the better term for that. They're a little bit soft. So what you do to tighten shocks on something like this is there's something called a collar. What this collar is it's just a black, my light's in the frame, there we go, you see that black ring there, all that is just a twistable, like a screw, that pushes down on the springs to allow you to tighten stiffen or soften your shock springs. Right now, they're a little bit tight. You can see the gap between the shock cap and the collar. There's probably about 6 or 7 threads there that are showing, because I put the collar down enough so that way they're a little bit stiffer. And you can see that the truck, when it's sitting at the neutral point, there is no how you know that you have perfect shocks is when you push down. One, you should be able to push down with like enough weight, and you shouldn't be dragging along the floor. And when you let go, you shouldn't, if you pick up from underneath, you shouldn't lift up and find that there is actually room for it to go up more. So right now, if I lift up, there's no room for it to go up. It goes to the neutral point right away, and it's fine there. So that's kind of how you know. Now, there's another way to stiffen or soften your shocks, and this is the more common way, because not many people have aluminum shocks, especially if you're new in the hobby. And how you do that is you have here what is called a shock spacer. Now, these actually come with most RC vehicles. If you get a new RC vehicle, and one of them that I can relate to is Traxxas, is when you get a new vehicle, you get that plastic pamphlet that has, or that plastic packaging that has like the warranty card in it, and it has some tools and usually the charger and stuff like that. And then there will be this black plastic, I don't even know what it's called, but it's a black plastic tube frame type style thing, and it has a bunch of parts on it that you just twist off. Well, what those are shock spacers. Now, I know people that have just thrown those things out because they think it's useless, or replacement parts that they're not going to need. Well, what it is just shock spacers. So right here is I have a plain shock. That's what I have right here, is just a plain shock. This is the old style plastic shock that actually used to be on this truck. There's no videos on this channel of that. And right here are those plastic shock spacers. They come in several different sizes. This, I believe, is the thickest one. Then you have this one, and then there's one more I don't have in front of me that is very, very, very thin. And all you do with these is you just pop them on to the body of the shock, just like that. And now all of a sudden your spring is compacted more, and you have a little bit of a stiffer spring right there. And you can see it pops right back out. And that's what you want, is you want your springs to pop right back out when you release. If they don't pop out, either your springs have worn out very bad, or you don't have oil, or the rod could be bent, making it not come out at all. Several things could happen in that case, but you can see that that is perfect. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Pretty much every RC car. I've gotten a lot of RC cars and from a few different brands, and every single one of them came with a set of shock spacers for at least one shock spacer for each shock. So that's what those are for, and that is how you do that. Thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please subscribe, because we are so close to 100 subscribers. I can taste it. Not literally, but we are so close. 88 subscribers right now, 12 more, and we are at 100. And when we hit 100, there will be something extremely exciting that I will be doing. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on the RC Genius.